be doing this Childe boss fight. Now, this is an interesting one because right now they just put in a change notice saying that this dude is about to get nerfed. And the problem is that I'm not sure in terms of server time whether this change already went into effect or not. In my time zone, it's not currently 11:19, but server time it might be. So I honestly don't know whether I'm playing against the nerfed version or not. So I just want to let you guys know that this might be the hard version or it might be the nerfed version.
Is there time for a quick snack?
I kind of...
One up in no time.
Be quiet, Zhang. I kind of wanted to actually do the harder version, to say I'd beaten the harder version, but I think I actually just didn't get there in time. So, whoops. But we're gonna try them now. Basically, with this fight, I think the main thing is you just want to eat food. I was considering maybe swapping out Zhang and putting in like another archer or something, but I didn't really want to save up and wait for the mats to be able to get another archer to that point. That'd be worthwhile to do so. So I think we're just gonna go in and try to do it. I tried this fight once and lost even after using a fair number of items, so that was kind of annoying, and it makes me think that you really just do not want to start the resurrection chain, because that cooldown timer is actually so long that it can really start to screw you up. But we're just gonna try it. It says recommended party level 30, which is just a complete slap in the face joke. There's no way you're doing this boss fight at level 30. Almost certainly even after the nerf, so that's just like it doesn't even unlock until AR 35, I think. So, like, how are you supposed to do it at party level 30? You're not going to have a party level 30. I don't know. I don't know why they say that. This is just, like, such a random line right there. Recommended party level 30. That's, like, just a giant middle finger to the players that are going up against this boss. But yeah, this is like, I don't think I really should have Animo Girl here, but I don't have anyone else that's that high level. And I don't want to farm up all the... Like, I haven't maxed out everyone yet, so... We're just gonna do it. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna make it happen. With belief. We're gonna believe. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine.
This is the Golden House?
Do I have to go...
Impressive enough. This is where all of Tibet's
I'm not gonna go through all the dialogue.
In that case, maybe they won't notice. Oh, so it's a trap. But even if we can't, or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of more... Oh, right. It's quiet. Huh?
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Uh-oh. Quick, we have to go...
Gotta make sure that Exuvia's alright. You know, the Exuvia that we spent 2 solid hours prepping the funeral ceremony for. Yeah, we wouldn't want that is Exuvia to have anything wrong with it after we spent so long preparing the funeral. That quest was so stupid. Worst part of this game so far.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
You don't recognize the voice? You've talked to this guide.
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself.
Are the Fatui Russian? I feel like I should have gotten this a long time ago, but it's like just now clicking for me.
But now, you're nothing but dross. And you're in. Although, don't you think that trying to stop
Yeah. We're gonna fight.
As one, she will
Let's fight. Let them fight. Let them fight.
Time for discussion. Either way, the battle.
Battle? So you're...
It's the best.
Instead of
That's the line this game needs. Let them fight. Stop talking, child. No one cares.
Oh, so besides. You could never.
No one came here to see your dialogue.
Fighting talk, I love.
Alright, let's do this.
Hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So
okay, that's...
you ever get the chance to square
so now this is the main thing you want to do, is you want to eat some damn food. I'm going to start the food early. I don't want to blow through all my food quite yet, because this is a long fight. But I want to make sure I'm not, like, not using food either. Like, you gotta get into the use, right? Let's see. I think we can go ahead and use one of these. And then, Yeah, this one's good too. Let's go ahead and do one of these. What is this stuff? Huh. Should I be using this against the stupid whale? Or does he not? That's probably Hydro, not Cryo. I wish I knew exactly what type of attacks he was doing. Yeah, let's do this though.
Harbinger. So come now.
See, that's already too much damage.
Don't you dare
So rude.
disappoint.
So it's like, how do you dodge that garbage? That's what I want to know.
Swing blade. Come on, we can.
Let's just start one of these now. It's a little early for that, but I was taking some hits.
Nice and spicy.
Cowering already?
No! Move! Move! Stop hitting me with the things. Stop hitting me so much, child. You're annoying.
How unbecoming.
Ow. I'm gonna save my,
Not bad. You've got
Nope.
a trick or two. Haha, good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you.
Alright, so now we're to phase 2,
This means I can go all out.
which
Brace
means...
yourself. This is about to get tough.
No, wait, that's the wrong button. Dang it.
Now, show me what you can do.
Which means now it is time for more food. Let's use another one of these, and another one of these, and we got a lot of Madames and stuff. We can use some Sunsietas just to tap off a little bit. Because you don't want to get a surprise hit that just knocks you a little lower than you really were thinking you'd go.
Against the might of a Harbinger.
Ow. Oh, but we can ult now, yeah. Let's do this. Let's get this one too. Forever doing the things. So this is the damage. So let's go ahead. You see, that's just a lot more damage than it should be.
Swing blade. Go, Barbara, go.
Break.
Oh, ow.
No use hiding back there.
Boba, get them. That really hurt.
This.
Okay, so now we go to phase 3, and this is where things get real stupid real fast.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive.
Like, I thought this was going to be a two-phase fight the first time I did it, and I was like, oh, this is over now, right? Like, he's going to go teleport away? But no. Now things get real stupid. This fight is completely ridiculous.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia.
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now. Huh? I see. Well, this is most unexpected.
Yep.
You beat me to it, didn't you?
Yep, I did. I'm a sneaky ninja. You never saw it coming, punk. This fight would be so much worse if I was the boy main character. It's so much better as the girl. I don't know why there's so much misgendering in this game, where like, it clearly should have been designed with the female main character.
This is going to cost you!
Just falls flat on her face. Straight on the face. Best landing. Okay, and so this is... No, thing. This is the first thing we do. Okay, we're gonna use one of these now to not let Fischl die immediately. Yeah, let's not use that level. Let's use, what's this one? That's 32%. We'll have some 10%. Yeah, let's use another 10%. There we go, use one there. And that's fine. And now we're gonna really start, yeah, that's the stuff right there. And then, let's go ahead and bust out the good stuff. Delicious.
Did you simply move faster? Did you break the information regarding the golden house to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the gnosis over. Now. Don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it.
Don't tell him that. He doesn't know. He doesn't need to know. I wish there was a timer. I need to get away from this. I need to use the... Oh, I was still in AoE range, man. That's so stupid. Alright. Let's use one of these on Zhang. And let's actually use, like, this stupid thing. Because it's just stupid, the amount of... how bad it is to run out of stamina in this fight. Let's go ahead and use this. And make sure this is still going. Oh, wait, this is not the same one I was thinking. Make sure this is still going, because we do not want to have lower defense at any point here.
By royal decree.
Okay, so this is what I do not know what to do about. But this is Electro, right? Okay, that time it only did 6,000.
I'll protect us. La la la. Ouch. Booba, get them. That really hurt.
Okay, now we go the other way. See, I don't know how you dodge both. Okay, and now we need to heal Fischl because she cannot die, or we lose. I'm just gonna use 2. Get her where she needs to be. Just drop the E, dang it.
Die here.
Let the show begin.
Alright, we need to get to center. Oh, we didn't make it! Dang it! See, I wasn't even supposed to take that hit. Ah, that was a mistake, but okay. I feel like it might have been 30 seconds. Let's do the ults first at least. Okay, who do I want to be on? I want to be on Zhang. Okay, that was 6,000, that's fine. Okay, and now let's use another one of these, because we do not want to run out of that. And let's get this refreshed, because we want to make sure our attack is real high, because we don't want to deal with this stupid fight any longer than we have to.
Booba, get them.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, maybe I need to use another stamina potion.
Let's dance.
Dude. I don't know how you dodge that at all. You'd have to have infinite stamina to dodge that.
Die.
By royal decree.
Maybe we just eat it, you know? Like, there! Die, child! Yeah, I feel like that was probably significantly nerfed. I was a lot better about items this time, though. But yeah. Die.
Child's back to normal again.
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis. no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
That's a weird sort of friendship, but okay.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
I'm with Paimon on that one.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least.
Yeah, don't say. So we spent 2 hours of game time putting together funeral rites for a funeral that is not going to happen. I'm just want to make sure we're clear on this game.
It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this. I absolutely detest working with those who are weaker than I. The truth is, the world belongs to those of us who desire to become strong. I seldom willingly mingle with any dull and boring weaklings who think otherwise. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
Oh, well, thanks for telling us your plan.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
So you want the god to come back?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle.
Oh, that's a really detailed explanation of how that works. Thank you.
Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing. Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Qixing. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle.
We're not gonna animate lots of people in this fight. Oh no.
Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Qixing, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now. Yep.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista.
Oh, okay.
Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Yeah, I can get why they nerfed that earlier fight if, like, it's not even the final thing of this quest tree. I kind of thought it was gonna be it with the 3-stage boss fight, but it's not at all. Oh, they just vaporized for some reason. There. You know, you shoot that ballista. I'm watching you guys. It's naughty. Not allowed. Denied. Get dead. I guess next one's probably gonna be on the other side. Yep, here we go.
By royal decree.
then back to the front, probably.
That is Osial's divine power. I am. Be careful not to get hit.
Well, so much for not getting hit. I don't know how I was supposed to dodge that. I didn't see where the AoE was. But whatever. It's fine. Oh!
Their attacks are unrelenting!
Ah!
How dare they? Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward.
Ow.
Every last one.
Am I gonna need to start popping items for this nonsense too? Alright, I gotta kill this guy first, right? Damn, this thing's getting messed up. Do I need to start using attack items?
Not to say we can't hold them, children.
Why not? Came here with items to use, so let's use them, huh?
No rest for...
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
There we go.
This is adeptal energy. That light from your body. It's like the tiny junior cars. Whoa! It's a Madam Pink shockwave. This granny's really strong.
Yep, more bad guys. Freeze dudes gotta die. Oh, we can fight you, yeah. No, did not want that. Sit dead.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just
No rest for the wicked.
With the blood of the Chilian, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the
What?
Archon War.
Where did that guy go? Did he die? Oh, he went over here. Okay,
My name means swiftness.
let's use... I kind of want to just use one of these. It's maybe a waste, but... meh.
Take my power and run as I do.
That ballista took way more damage than I was hoping it would. And that stamina item makes a huge difference. I'm like not burning anything when I run. Where's the next spawn? Oh, he's getting messed up. Kinda wish this big scenic set piece wasn't being constantly distracted by these armies of dudes.
Please bear with us.
I kinda like to look at the fight up there, but we're busy. You die? They're dead? Next. Over here. That's two of these guys.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
breaking a sweat. My work.
Did the other guy die? Okay. Oh. Stuff over here.
By royal decree. Prepare to exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
Does that mean we're gonna get areas?
Here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Oh yeah, that's one way of looking at it. I like her attitude.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
More garbage over here.
Nice square. By royal decree of darkness. Come, sever night from day. Let the show begin.
Okay. Did we get, like, infinite stamina, actually? Like, that's not my item at this point. That's something else. I don't even know what all buffs they're throwing on me or not throwing on me. This is confusing. More over here.
Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Correct. More, next. Who else wants some? Any other customers want a dish?
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Wait, it's not over? I thought that was gonna be the end. Nope, there's more.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What
She's
do you
gonna
mean,
nuke it.
Ningguang?
She's gonna ram it.
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
Running speed!
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Yeah, so like from a design perspective, like that's an awesome set piece, but it's stupid that it's gated behind the Childe boss fight.
Finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Why don't they voice these lines? She has a voice actress.
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Ching Ching knows what's up.
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty.
Is this, like, baby China? Like, what is this?
Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection, but it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
This thing... I don't know, I'm trying to think of this all in terms of like the context of China today, and it just feels really weird.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
Yeah.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Childe wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too? Paimon doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshan Funeral Parlor.
Yeah, I'm sure I have no idea where he's gonna be. Definitely nothing to do with anything that's going on. Totally unrelated. Alright. Whoops. I accidentally jumped in a fountain. We save the city and then we celebrate it by jumping into a fountain. That's the way heroes do it. That's what makes you cool.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangshan Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Sure, Paimon, whatever. I mean, we could just let him go hang out with the Fatui. I don't mind. You know, we're not his mom.
Cuisine is inedible.
I don't think I was. I was clearly going into the door, dude.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Childe. And you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
I really think this voice actress does a really good job. Solid performance.
No, don't let her get to you! You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, and our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle.
Yeah, let's not do another child boss fight right now.
So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Wasn't that like, that was 40 minutes ago, dude? Why are you acting like it's been a long time?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
Uh-oh.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Liyue goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
2 hours of gameplay for your funeral. You dick.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue, together with the Adepti 3,700 years ago. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come, until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, Have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer, so I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Childe, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right, which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, you even deserved an encore. The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even tried to understand the heart of the people. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence, far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague Childe, just as I had requested. All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for walking that path with me, traveler.
You're a dick.
These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
I mean, there's gonna be a power vacuum. What do you think's gonna happen?
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
That's awesome.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Yeah, he doesn't want to share a boat with that incredibly gorgeous woman.
Do as you wish.
I think we just learned something about Childe. He prefers to spend his time with men like Zhongli.
Is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
We'll figure out the reason for this entire plot later. That's so lazy. It's like, I mean, I guess they don't want to burn through all their plot, like, that's fine, but the way they paced this whole thing was so dumb. This was a terrible story tree. I mean, like, the set piece at the end is so great. It's like the best boss fight so far in the game, best set piece so far in the game, with this build-up plot that just feels like a complete waste of time and a giant middle finger. Like, what a...
Today's the day of the rite of parting.
For the...
Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
I mean, I would be tempted not to go there. If I had that much of my time wasted by someone for, like, really stupid reasons, I'd be like, no, I'm not going to this stupid thing. I don't care how much time I spent on it. This is an insult. I'm not going to have even more time wasted on this ridiculous farce. But that's not how this game plays, so whatever. I don't even know why they wanted him to be a god of contracts. Like, it doesn't really seem to fit with any of the other themes of the game. It has to have something to do with, like, Chinese mythology or something, but I have no idea.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Childe.
The Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
Hear ye all! The Chi sings words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors, or indulge in baseless speculation.
Okay, so are we still doing it?
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chising's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Chising already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
Why would it still be going on? I guess he is still saying he died. Okay. Well, at least we'll have Ningguang to talk to or something.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying
Qing,
something?
best character.
Speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young.
The Liyue Chising always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa.
1 million more.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Okay, that's such a weird voice line, but okay.
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe that future generations will say so too when our deeds come up for their review.
Why, you... Were you just trying to look cool earlier, or are you really that selfless? If you were looking for someone, you could have just told me that in private. If you were looking...
Come on, UI, you know I only want to talk to the third person here.
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite? There's much that remains to be done. I didn't miss anything, did I?
Glad we had that conversation. Okay. Oh, it's over here. Hey. Yeah, there we go. Jumping in the fountain at the right of, birdies.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinyue kiosk.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Shinue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do lack the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do.
So dumb.
When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Yes, exactly.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Why are we getting all this exposition right now at your dead guy party? This is so weird.
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of a statue of the 1,000-armed, 100-eyed god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto heaven. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Chising were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, what's going to happen to all the Mora in Teyvat? Since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo Archon's power.
Gonna create an alternate currency then, at that rate.
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora! The world is coming to an end!
I mean, I had like 900. I had 911 Mora coming into this encounter, so yeah, we are about to run out of Mora.
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint. Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Chising to debate.
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside for yourself?
Oh, a private fund. This does seem like a good, logical, common-sense idea.
You definitely did not.
It's a shame.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Hopefully it's not as stupid as this quest tree. Is this thing finally done? Oh my god. I never want to talk to this guy again. you suck. Zhongli, you suck. Eat a tick. Oh, I hated this stupid quest tree. Like, it had a good boss fight, it had a good set piece, but it was real stupid. Definitely, by far, the worst part of this game. Wow, we got lots of things. So now we're done, or we have no quests. We have beaten this game functionally. Whatever. All right. Well, GG's. Rep easy mode. I have no idea what I'm gonna do now. I guess we'll call it here because I don't know what to do. Oh wait, there's blue exclamation marks. Maybe there are more quests now. I was wondering. Oh, and some reputation awards. Alright, let's not call it quite yet. Let's... Paimon, chill out. We're teleporting. Maybe just some, like, world quests or something? What is all this? Oh, should we get the other one first? Oh, there's 3. Yeah, let's go get some of this stuff. Let's collect quests. Oh, is it up there? Why is everything always up here in this game? Oh, they want to remember the god. Make sure they have something to record the stories in. Are you gonna ask me to deliver some books? So dumb. Whatever. Why is the traveler delivering books? This game has the weirdest sense of what makes for an appropriate quest. Paperwork? Do guard duty? It's like we're level 1. What the hell? These quests are dumb. Check a bulletin board? Wow. Talk about the most... Like... Why would... What? All these quests are so dumb. I kind of want to go check Mondstadt to see if they have a lot, but this one's... Some of these seem so fast. Maybe I just do it. Check the bulletin board. Why am I helping you submit documents about your business permit? Oh my god. Why is this whole town... Every quest in this town sucks. Wow. We are delivering business permit related documents. That is our epic heroic quest. Like, I'm all for, like, maybe breaking up the momentum and doing something, like, not every day has to be, like, defeat the gods, but, like, what a transition. Blah, 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 who cares? I have to do one of these, right? Wait, are these different documents? Were we supposed to be paying attention to this nonsense? Game, you weren't telling me I was actually supposed to care about anything these people were saying, because it's this... Whatever, I don't care, I don't care. I cannot give enough of a care to bother. Give the appropriate documents to Jiayi. Wow, screw you, game. This whole city is just, like, constantly saying, screw you. Like, read all this tedious business permit related garbage, and I'm like... They don't even tell you where the guy is? It's so dumb. Let's go get the reputation reward. Oh, is this one someone gonna help us, make us go like pet a cat, or what? What do you want us to do? More paperwork? Oh, it is! It's a cat! Okay. Defeat an actual monster. That one actually sounds like a conventional quest. Wow. Amazing. How much do you get for this thing? 100? So not enough for a level up. But now we can also do these, except we're already tapped out for the week. But in the future we can, and so that's nice. We have exactly 40%. We gained 0% exploration in that quest. Because we were at 40% before. Are there a bunch of new quests in Mondstadt too, or is it just like a bunch of random paperwork nonsense that I absolutely was not paying attention to, but apparently you were supposed to, because it does not tell you what you're supposed to do once you're there. That's so dumb. Sorry, excuse me game, for not paying attention to you when you started rambling about paperwork immediately after we just killed a god. What the hell? Yeah, it looks like there's no new quests here. Alright, so... What a dumb game. This game gets so stupid sometimes. But yeah, okay, we're done for now. GG's.